right, so today we're going to be doing the primer exercises for your quad day or your squat day. You can even include this in a leg day. The objective here is to get the glutes, the hips, the ankles, and the knees all warmed up so that we're mobile. There's no feeling of tension. Again, we're not going for loose, we're going for warm, and we're going for that feeling that the muscle is going to expand and contract without any issues, okay? So we're gonna start this off with a foam roller. Anytime you're doing foam rolling, or excuse me, the lower body, you wanna make sure that in some capacity you're warming up the hips and the glutes. We want the blood flowing in there. We don't want tight hips and we don't want tight glutes. Tight glutes are going to equal tight hips, which is going to equal tight IT bands, which is going to equal bad knees, which is ultimately going to go all the way down to the feet and the ankles. So we're going to start off with some foam rolling. All right, we're going to start foam rolling on the glutes. So again, I'm taking my foam roller. This is a firm foam roller, and I'm simply going to sit down on the foam roller. All right, whichever side I'm going to be doing first, I'm going to start here with my left side. I'm going to lean to that side. All right, my arms behind me to support me. I bring my leg up onto my knee. If you've got tight glutes, you're going to feel this right away. It's going to feel like a stretch that's being pushed on. All right. Yes, it might feel uncomfortable, but that's okay. And what I want you to do at this point is to work it and just kind of wibble wobble back and forth. All right, until it feels better. And then we're going to start going back and forth on that glute. 30 seconds each side. Again, the objective isn't to work out all of the issues, it's to simply promote the muscle to let fluid in and out. That's what we're doing when we foam roll. It's called myofascial release. The myofascia is like a cellophane wrap around your muscles, and if it can get filled with fluids, things kind of stop flowing, and that's what we want to prevent. All right. So we do that for 30 seconds, then we switch sides, back to center, lean to the side we're working, support myself with the arm behind me, leg up, and again, we're going back and forth and feeling that muscle fascia release, okay? Once that's done, all right, we're done with our foam rolling. If you feel as though you need to hit other areas, you can. Foam rolling the lower body is easy enough to do, and I recommend doing that on non-lifting days. You don't want to foam roll everything. We want to foam roll one thing. The glutes is going to be the primary support function in the squat. Obviously not the main mover, but it's the main support thing, right? Remember, your glutes are the biggest muscle in your body. Now we're going to do 90-90 stretch. We're going to get into our 90-90 position. Okay, what you're going to do, front leg 90 degrees, back leg 90 degrees. If this side leg is tight up in the hip area, up in here, you can adjust it to feel better. All right, ultimately your goal will be to get 90-90 in both positions. And then what we're going to do is you're going to sit up nice and straight. Again, you probably will feel a little bit of a stretch here. Bringing the chest to the knee. And then you're going to push the knee down to the ground as you return to that seating position. All right. You're going to use your hand for support, but your goal will be to be able to sit up nice and high like this, down, and press away without using your hands for support. 10 on one side, switch it up. 10 on the other. Again, pressing down. Okay. Hips should be good and loosened up right now, feeling warm. Now we want to work on the inner part of the leg and the ankles. To do that, what we're going to do is a 90-90 stretch with a kettlebell. First of all, 90-90 combat stretch. To do that, come up to a half kneeling position. The leg that's up, you're going to move it out to the side. All right. Now, if you look at old pictures of World War II soldiers, this is considered a combat stretch. This is a combat position. Gives you good steady stability while you're shooting your gun. Okay? We're going to use it to help loosen up our ankles. Traditional combat stretch. You're going to shift forward, keep the heel on the ground, press yourself back. we're gonna add a little leverage to this with the kettlebell. This is a 25-pound kettlebell. You wanna go light to moderate, okay? Holding it down here like such. If you really wanna get into it, you can bring it up onto your knee, but we're gonna stay here and we're gonna shift. This gives us a little extra weight, little extra leverage to shift out to the side. You're gonna feel this on the adductors here, okay? And you're gonna feel it down in through the ankles and the calves. We're warming those things up, improving that 10 on one side. Again, out to the side, out as far as we feel comfortable, trying to get a little bit farther each time. If the weight doesn't work for you, don't use it. The key components here are to, one, make sure that this leg is extending, so you can see here I get this extra gap, and you want to make sure you keep your heel on the ground. Coming up on your toe does not stretch the ankle and does not prime the ankles and does not stretch the calf. All right, and the last one we're going to do is called a kettlebell bootstrap. Okay, this is a combination of a squat, a deadlift, and a high pull. So take our kettlebell and we're going to take a wider than usual stance. We want to make sure we turn the toes out a little bit because we kind of want to push the knees away. And then we lower ourselves down to the kettlebell. Instead of coming up out of the stretch, we straighten the legs back like we're doing deadlift, and then we pull and then bring the kettlebell up to the chin. Lower it down and repeat. Squat, straighten, stand and pull. From the side, all right, we've got our squat, straighten, stand and pull. That exercise is going to get you ready to go all around for the lower body, all right? Works the hamstrings, the quads, the core, and that high pull gets the shoulders loosened up so that we can get that bar comfortably on our back. And when we go to do our squats, the upper back is primed and ready to go. All right, so those are your 4 exercises for your squat day. And I will be back with another group of exercises for you shortly.